This piece was called Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll because it dates back to a time when I was in Sacramento, California, and my life revolved around the scene of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I had seen a Bon Jovi video and saw the hair and saw everything that was going on, all the lights flashing, and what I really saw was he was getting attention. And that was something I didn't get when I was younger, and I didn't realize this till 20 years later that that was my motivation to go in the first place. Well, 5 years later, I'm getting all the attention in the world, and I actually, okay, I don't need it anymore, but I couldn't quit. Attention's a funny addiction, and it is an addiction. If you're addicted to alcohol or drugs, or you got a gambling problem, you know it, and most likely your family and friends, they know it too. What I was addicted to, I didn't know. I didn't know why I couldn't quit. Why is this so hard to walk away from? I'm not any good at it. I wasn't a great musician. I was just doing it for the party, really. And I couldn't quit. But for some reason, I knew I had to because this wasn't where I was supposed to be. So I shaved my head. Call it extreme, but I knew that if I didn't have any hair, it was over. It was done because these were the hair days. It was the mid-'80s, and it was the Poison and the Skid Row and the Motley Crues and stuff of the bands. And I even lost my job at the music store. I worked at a music store full time. They were flexible with my band schedule, so it was a great combination, but they didn't let me work there anymore either because I didn't fit in. You had to look the part. That was where it was. It wasn't, I don't know if there was such a thing as discrimination for that then, or if there was, I didn't know about it. And I wouldn't have sued them because I didn't want to be there either if they didn't want me there. I ended up working in a country club, washing dishes till midnight because there was food involved, and I could something to eat at midnight lasted me till the next day it was time to go to work. That's just where I was at the time. Ended up going to Alaska, earning a ton of money, went back to Florida, went into business. It's a different story. But I didn't know that I was addicted to something because I didn't even know such a thing existed. What I want to point out is that most people have some kind of an addiction, and it's not about drugs or alcohol where you need to go check yourself into a clinic or rehab or something. There's some kind of an addiction in most people's lives, small as it might be, that's stopping you from getting to the next place in your life. And that next place should be something that you put great value on because that's what life is, getting to the next place. You don't want to wake up in the same place 20 or 30 years. Getting to the next stop is probably being prevented because you have some kind of an addiction, whether it's you're addicted to watching TV every night or whatever it is. No matter how small it is, try and pinpoint and identify what that is and realize if I could stop doing this, I can have this. And then it comes down to how bad do I want that? You'd be surprised what you could do with your life if you found out what was stopping you from doing it.